So what's up everybody, today I'm going to show you how I created this full effect, and let's get started.
RSC Sapphire is a firm feature in lead.
So first of all, let's open After Effects. I would like to tell you about my live footages. So this is the live footage. I shot in log and then I exported as a sequence by adding a LUT into it. So let's make a new project, import the file. This is in FUJIFILM XT14 log, F-log. So you can add LUT here, apply color LUT. I have downloaded this from XT4 F-log to GIMBAL, but all you have to do is see where's F-log to BT X709, or maybe you can, but that doesn't matter. But what you have to do is just click curves, open curves in that, apply it, makes it a little bit darker, make it a little bit this is nice, but you can see dark spots to track the camera better, because in flat image like this it's so hard to track. So you can see change, drastic change, right? So let's get started. First, do a normal curves, cinematic curves that you can learn from any website on how to make, but this S curves is known as cinematic curves, and this can help in making your footage a little bit of cinematic. It gives you nice darks and nice highlights. Well, and let's export it, but I'm not going to export it. I'm going to provide this all footages, project files, 3D models to my Patreon. You can go to my Patreon link in the below, or you can get everything from there and do it your own. Even this footages, and I have extra one footage that I will show you in a while, but you can use that to do some experiment, and I will tell you some good stuff, also the mistakes I have done in this while shooting. First mistake is that I wear this kind of cloth. It's so loose. You should wear fit clothes like this Ironman did. You can see, so fit. It's all about VFX. You can fix in post, but that is a tedious task. It's so hard for me to remove that. Even I didn't remove that. I just changed the whole animation. But I'll show you the first animation that I created. Then I created the second animation just because of this small sleeve going out and all. This is crazy, man. This is not good. Also make sure your hair like this, because this can mess like this. This is not good. Well, anyways, so after exporting, all you have to do is go to file, import all the footages that you have exported, and make sure when you shoot, right, whenever you shoot, you should know the FPS, frame per second, and its focal length, because it's really easy to camera track accurately. But what the mistake I have done, I didn't write the focal length, but I know what's in shots in 50 frame per second. But in case if you didn't know that, you can right click on this footage, go to properties, details, it will show you here what resolution is it, and what 50 frame FPS, it's what's the FPS. So that's the thing, but you don't know the focal length. So what we can do nothing. We can just track the footage, and just to change it's, if you click this, it shows 24 frame per second, but you can change it into interpret footage. That alright, so click 50 and then press enter, so it becomes 50 frame per second. Just import it. Alright, so this is the footage. Okay, so now what we are gonna do, we're gonna track this footage. Right click, track stabilize, and track camera, and this will track the camera, the way it moves. You don't need to mask yourself, because you have to stick the objects to this. I'm not moving, that's why the camera tracker will be stay on the points. If I'm moving, I have to wear some track markers like in Iron 3. If you've seen the Iron 3 breakdown, I will make it soon. The same. That's my third project. Second project will be my that Stranger Things guitar top roof scene. That's coming out soon. So I'll link down everything. I'm going to post everything to my Patreon. You can go there, download all the assets. Even I'm not going to add the Iron Man, but I'm going to add more models and everything that I have or I've created, and that's it. Make sure your average error is below 1, because it considered as a good track. So first of all, make sure when you shoot, you have to shoot the ground also, because if you don't have ground, it's so hard for you to track the ground, and you can't able to know where's the ground, and you will get messed up. So make sure you have a ground. Okay, so let's right click solid in camera, and this is a good track, so it will track automatically. So this is nice, cool stuff. Okay, alright, so what we have to do is, you have to, like, this is the hands, but this is the ear. You have to click null, and you have to click to that again, and this is the right ear. Click null, and if you go to the front, you can see some good stuff. Even you can use it as a hand, a reference points to use it as a hand. Also some null to the hands also. Also you can use it for the thumb if you want. And this, of course, make sure if you have these things, this will help you a lot. Of course, shoulder, this shoulder, and this, not maybe this. Let's check what stays. Null, yes. And of course this, never mind, this is going to where they're going to stick the model. And of course the face, you need to track the face, buddy. You need more tracks. Also you can use hair, just a reference where your helmet will be. But ears, here you can see this and this, the cap. Also you can, if you have this kind of, you can make a solid also. Cool stuff. Nice, it will stick to it, but I don't want this. I want nulls, more nulls. Alright, so this is going to stay at your nose, your mouth, your chin. Even your chin, you can get your front and your this shoulder. Cool. So what you have to do is you have to just make sure you have so many nodes, and it tracks with your hand also. Just to make a reference, make this, because it's your finger, man. That's your freaking finger. Also, you can use this also. That's nice, cool stuff. Alright, so these are the tracks that we have done. Let's stay with the body. Okay, so we have mostly done our first step. This is the step 1. Now the second step is to import all these tracks to the Blender. And how we gonna do that? Of course, I'll tell you, bro. Okay, first of all, open Blender. Alright, so this is the Blender. Those who knows Blender is a craziest thing in the world, man. Super awesome thing that allows you to create anything you want, except some tedious simulations. Well, right now a basic Blender, so you can go along with what I'm doing right now. Alright, first of all, this is the selection box. I'm telling you the main parts, right? Okay, this is the hand tool. This helps you to move, this helps you to zoom, this is for the camera. Alright, also I'm going to use my screencast keys if it's there. Yeah, there it is. This will help a lot. Okay, you can see what I'm pressing. All you have to do is press S for scale, press R for rotation, press G for grab and moves the stuff. To import this, what you have to do is copy this, go to this, press this. So what it does, it gives you the track point, this place. But first of all, I would like to tell you about this. This is the AE2 Blend add-on that I bought it from Blender Marketplace. This helps After Effects track marker to import in Blender. If you want this, you can get it from my Patreon. Also, you can buy it from Marketplace for $10. Okay, so this create cameras, create plane, create empty. I never use this. I don't know what is this. I don't even care about it. Well, anyways, so let's copy this position and let's paste it over here. Create empty. Make sure you don't create plane, because if you create plane with this, Blender crashes. Okay, so let's go back and let's create empty. Okay, so what you have to do is you have to copy all that, and you have to do it like this. If you have 2 monitors, you can make it like that only. Go over here, just copy this, press empty here, and paste empty. There's the empty. You have to do it with all of it. Okay, so make sure when you're done with this track nulls, make sure you save the project, and then when you press the copy from the solid, make sure you create it as a plane. So what it does, it will show you it as a plane. Alright people, so this is all. This is not done yet. This is for the tracking, but for the camera, what you have to do is, I would like to tell you something. Copy both position and orientation, click create camera, and this will give you a camera. Okay, now we have done with this. Now we are going to open this After for compositing only, right? Thank you, After Effects. You have done. You helped me so much. All right. You have to save untitled project as iron put. Okay, cool. All right. So make sure .549 was my actual thing, but this is so nice. Make sure this is the timeline where you can get your keyframes, camera keyframes, and all other keyframes. Make sure you do this to the timeline. Make it 49 or 48. Okay, so why this is 48? Because it's starting from 0. But what we are gonna do, we're gonna start it from the 1. So it's gonna start from 1 till 549, because Blender will start from 0 and After Effects start from 1. So that's what happens. 549. Cool. Okay. Can we see screencast keys? Can we? No. Okay, I'm going to open it up because I have downloaded. I've just, you know what happens. Okay. So what we gonna do? You can see it shows me like some kind of thing that this is the chest, this is the hand, and this is the body, this is the hand, these are the fingers, this is the face. So that's what it does. But we need After Effects one more time because I didn't set the focal length of the camera, so I have to open it up. Well, to know the focal length of the camera, just double tap to the 3D tracker camera. It will show camera settings, or you can go to the layer and click camera settings. It will open the same thing. Alright, so focal length is 24.23 edit. You have to copy this, you have to click OK. Now you can say bye bye to After Effects. Also you can save it one more time if you want to, because if you're a 3D artist, Control and S is your favorite buttons. Okay, so click on the camera. This is the camera icon. You have to click it here. This is the focal length. Just paste it right here. Cool. So now you can see the way it's moving is the way my camera moves. Am I right? You can see that the plane I've created in that, and the tracking markers, my head and all. And the best part I like about this is sequences that you exported as PNGs. You can make it as a background for reference live footages, and these are the footages. Alright, you have to click A for all, and then you get all the footages in here. Cool. 149 start from 0, cyclic. That will make it refresh all the time. So now you can see there's the plane, these are the trackers. This will help you to identify where the track is, right? It stays to the same. This is for the chest, these are for the hand, this is for the ground, and this is for the ears. If I want to make this all stuff to the top, what we all gonna do is Control Shift A, then go to empty, press sphere. So the sphere will come right here. You have to select A, make sure you control and press this button. So you press control and just deselect this camera. If you did it, it won't work. Control P, object keep transform. This will make things better. So this is the thing, you go up, you can go G and Z, you can see my screen cast keys. Also now you can see where's the ground is, so this will help you better to understand where the ground is, right? This will help you a lot. Alright, so cool, right? I like it too. Well, these are the things, but cool stuff. So if you want to remove these annoying lines, you have to click this and you have to click objects, take out the relationship lines. It's on 0, so that's why it's not showing the right frame. Make sure you press start from 1. Okay, so this is what it goes. This looks nice. Okay, so what we are going to do, we are going to import our model. After importing the model, all you have to do is you have to pose it by clicking to object this and pressing the pose mode, and this can help you posing the model, and you have to pose the model according to that thing, this action. So I'll show you how I did it. This is straight and this is straight. As you can see, my hand is quite long than this, but all you have to see if this is not actually, my hand is totally fine and the model is also fine. All the things that I have done is I have to rotate the whole thing just like that. Like I have to match the whole thing from chest to chest, hand to hand, so then it will look nicer. For example, just right here, and if I go around here, so you can see this chest. Also, this is not right, but we can do it by posing it by clicking like that, and here is, and there. That's how it works. Cool, right? But it's not looking nice just because some of the posing is not right. So you have to rotate the hands. You have to make sure your hand is totally straight, just like that. And as you can see, the track point is near the thumb. Make sure your hand and everything is aligned to your thing, just like that. Also, this doesn't work just because I have all the keyframes done here. Okay, make sure you delete all the keyframes just because you work hard on the posing, and when you press play and it goes back to the rest pose and you just messed up and you have to do it again. But make sure you delete this keyframes from this, and then you're ready to go. and my helmet is quite bigger just because of this thing. All you have to do is just grab it up, put it a little bit down, just near here. This is fine, and you can again reset the pose just like that, and just like that, and just like that. Also, you can fix the hands. This looks nice, totally done. So this is all you have to do is, and next I would like to show you how you can reset this pose as it is. All you have to do is select all the meshes from here, just like that. Go to this modifiers tab, and you have to apply all. What this does is, you have seen the pose, right? If you delete this bones, it won't stay as the pose that we created. It will go back to normal and even huge, some glitches as you can see. But if we apply this by clicking all like that and apply all the armature modifiers, so what it does, it delete all the relation from the bone, and this will make this pose as the rest pose, but you can't change it. Okay, after done that, what this does is, I can't able to change the animation the way I want. Just like if I want to go to the front, it will never go to the front, it will go to the sideways, just because of the movement of bones. If bones are straight, it will go straight. If the bones are rotated or moved, it will work according to their axis. So, but I would like to show you one more thing. If I delete this after applying that, the pose will stays the same, the way we created, but we can't able to maintain the scale. So what we gonna do is, we gonna go to the edit mode, and then you can see everything is super cool. You have to delete all the bones from here, and then you're ready to go. And then you can see the origin point of these all mesh are different and so far from them. So all you have to do is, you have to select all the mesh like we did earlier, and you have to right click, set origin to center of mass. So what this does is, this will take all the points from and make the center of their surface, so it's easy for this to animate the way I want. But if we go back thing just like that, so you can't animate, you have to fix these things, right? You can't rotate. But if you right click, do the same thing like we did earlier, so you can rotate the thing from their own origin. And for example, I'll show you one thing. Also, you can animate the way you want, so it's easy for you to animate. So first of all, what you all have to do is you have to animate each of the objects. For example, so this animation I'm going to create is you have to click all the objects from the body, and press I, and then press location, rotation and scale, and make sure I open this screen cast keys over here also. Okay, so what this will does is, okay, so I'm going to show you how it does it done. First of all, parent this to this. How parent works is like your mom and dad. Your mom and dad can control you, but you can't control them. So this is the parent and this is the child. If parent moves, child moves automatically. But if child moves, parent won't work. So that's how Indian things going on. So let's make its animation. Just scale it out, make it like that. So I'm going to reverse this thing. Okay, so this is how it works. But all you have to do is make sure you don't clash different things at the same time. For example, this is the thing. You want this much time to scroll down and it goes like this. This looks cool. And then go few frames up and then animate this. This goes up, right? How this works is this. But if you make it more nice, you have to add some between keyframes, so it goes like boom, some kind of this. But also, if you can see, you go like this. Oh, I'm sorry about that. It goes like this. So what it does, it goes up. Also, you can rotate this like that. You can scale it up if you want. Doesn't matter. Then make it the way you want. Make it professional. Just like that. Alright. And in case if this goes like that, you can make this like that. Yeah. But this is not looking nice, so if you want to make it just work on the animation, make sure it close. Yeah, but this works fine. This is the center and a little bit out. And yes, yeah, so close, no matter how far. And here, this is also a child to this. This is a parent of this. This is the parent of this. So this is how it works. Super cool. Okay, so this is how it works. You have to go a little bit back, a little bit back. you have to make it like the way it is. But who are we? We are animators. Also we are VFX guys, VFX artists. Okay, so make sure you goes like this, right? You have to make it like, yeah, it goes up and it goes up, yeah, and here it goes like that. And make sure you fix things from front. So it goes like this, and make sure you just send it a little bit more out. Yeah, yeah, baby. Make it so close, so close, so close. Now close that don't clash or merge. So just a little bit out, but make sure this won't work nicely. Location rotation, yes. This is happening because I'm using these keyframes. If it messed up, this will make things not good. Alright, so like that, goes out just like that, just like that, a little bit down, yeah, so just like that. And now I want it to be fold up, and just like that. And after that, after done all the animations, also you can grab all the stuff you want, like the front stuff, and you create a cube in that. Okay, after selecting all you have to do is select all the meshes that you want to animate and parent it to this empty, so you can animate it. But what I have done is, I would like to show you. Okay, so what I have done is I have scaled down all the object just like that, small chunks into small chunks, and hide it under this. That's what I have done with the back also. This back is also connected to like that. I have done the same thing to every piece of it, the same thing with the hands. And with the hands, what I have done is the same thing. I'll show you. This stick over here, and then I scaled it up just like that. Okay, so let's go to my original file. I'm going to drop my original file in that Patreon so you can see. Okay, so how the hand is working, I'll show you. This thing is parent to this whole stuff, and this thing is scaled down to the small pieces like this. You can see these pieces are turning big and big. I scale these down Even you can see it. I scale these down. Also, this is done, and I've animated this coming from their stick to my hand, and this, and I have done this. Okay, cool stuff. And yes, comes to the main part. You can see this huge thing that I've done in here is, it's just because of that sleeve only, because this sleeve is, you can see, if I remove this, if I just remove all the iron hands, hold on, just remove all the heads, and okay, so you can see this is visible but nothing's coming through the hand canes. And make sure what I have done in this, I have make a similar masking of my shadow catching. I will give this model 2, and what this does is, this track from hand is not accurate at all. Not accurate from this side. You can see this is impossible, just because focal length, I guess I didn't know the focal length because After Effects do it by their own. So these are the reference, this is the hand reference, this is my shoulder. I have done this, so this goes like this, off, and here it mix it here, so I covered my whole fingers and sculpted. This is the place where I got my all fingers in, and I'll show you there. I got my all fingers in just because this is off track. If I do it, it looks awful. So this is the place where I got my fingers attached in this, so this looks nice. And after that you can see, you can see my hand. Also you can see my hand in this. This is crazy. Not so good. Well, this is what I have done. So how you can shape key, I'll tell you. Just go to this tab, go down, these are the shape keys that I've made. All you have to do is just press plus to this, it will create. Make sure you do sculpting or anything, make sure while sculpting make it 100, make it 1, and then start sculpting. So what it do is, now you can see what it does. If you just, it's just like a sculpting animation, or maybe this thing helps me a lot, shaping the whole mesh. This is what it does. So I've used all these things, you can see, just to change all this, and I have done this whole animation. And let's open it up. So that's it. And then about rendering, I would like to tell you what I rendered. I rendered in 200 samples with denoising and LM. I'm using 2.93 for this. I render zone cycles. And yes, about lighting, I would like to tell you about lighting, the main part of this whole scene to make it add more realism. And that's it, the freaking HDRI. The HDRI I used in this is similar to this whole scene. I'll show you. With grass and a little bit of trees. I've downloaded from Polyheaven. I'll give everything in the Patreon. We are here at this, and now just open it up and just know where the shadows are coming from. Just know where the shadows are coming from. See the direction of the shadows, and then you can see this is coming from top. This is the light, because you can see this is where it's coming from, like just like that. So what I've done, I've taken the light reference from the footage itself and then apply it to this. And how I apply it, I would like to show you just while rendering in this. Okay, this is how it looks like. Okay, this is my angle to know, and I add a plane first of all, a ground plane, where I can see where the shadow is casting from this SDRI. Alright, this is the box I have just created. So first of all, what we are going to do is you're going to press this. Look, the shadow is coming from wrong side. Let me do it right here so I can see where the shadow is coming from. Okay, so we go to the shading, and now we can start adjusting kind of this. You can see this. You can see why this is looking white, because I have done some color management here. I have done the filmic log. That's a cool stuff. So this is how the lights come from hitting to my chest, going to my hand, going to my full back. You can see it's looking nice. In case if you didn't find it out, just open some references and see how this looks like. You can see light matches perfectly. Also, I would like to show you, these are different. So in case you think that I have used the same amount but it's different, the Y is 6.5D was the Y and 2.83 was what is different. It's all up to you, the way you think it be the best. Just do it yourself. Alright, so make sure you just do it in a filmic log, so this will help you render the things out so nicely and so best. Okay, so we back to the compositing. I mean, we have done with this all animation and all, and lighting. Cool. So now we are going to render this. make sure you select part from this button. Clicking here, make sure you color depth choose 16, because 16-bit color channels have billions of trillions of colors. You have more control over the colors, right? Okay, so make sure you have done all these. I will render a one frame and I'll show you. So this looks nice. This looks so nice. In case if you want to know more, in case you're stuck at something, just text me on Vidhata VFX on my Instagram. Do follow me on Instagram and just make VFX, man. VFX is cool stuff. Also, okay, so, and yes, about making the clean plate, what you can do is just mask it out. Make a clean plate of this, of your own subject. Click window, make sure this content aware fill is ticked. If it's not, click it here, then go down and you can see here. Make sure you fill method must be object, because you need to remove this object. You are an object. Also, lighting correction, make it strong so it uses all the lighting from all the pixels around it, and try to make it much nicer. Also, then click generate, yeah, so click generate fill layer, and this creates this is like a clean plate. You can see that I created this earlier. You have seen something. You can see this. Not good things. Yes, this is the clean plates that I've created. So cool, right? So what this does is, this comes from here. Also, I have done some, so I have to hide these. Yes, I have to hide this. Also hide this too. Okay, so this is imagery colors. Okay, so this is how it looks like. So it goes like this, and then it goes like that, and there you go. This all looks like yeah. So I animated it like that. The place where I want them to be closed. The clean plate is so useful, where you can hide the stuff, and here you go. Also, I would like to show you my hand. There is my hand. It goes like that. You can see this hand is coming out from here, and there it goes like that. But I use this clean plate just I just started from here. So this clean plate starts from here, and it goes like that, and then no hand to show you, no hand, and then you can see these things. This is so annoying. Also, these hairs, you can see my hairs from here and there, and I use that to remove my hairs. Also, I have done some composite thing. This is a normal composite thing, and then I mask it out. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial. Subscribe my channel if you are new here, and if you are already a subscriber, then thank you. Comment down below, and you can click the link in the description to my Patreon and some of my footages that you can practice on. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. It's @Vidhata VFX. And take care, be creative. Bye bye.